boom, boom, bam. Welcome to the Great Debate Show. Welcome to the Great Debate Show. This is your favorite Uncle JJ. And as always, I got something to say. Let me get a few more people in here so we can get started. I won't be long. I know it's Saturday. People are out and about doing their thing, paying bills like I do every day throughout the week, running errands, maybe barbecuing, grilling, watching college football, something that I want to do shortly here. But I forgot to do my NFL picks, man. And I hadn't done those. And it's too late to do my college football picks, even though Ole Miss has got a tough one going on right now at Oklahoma. Man, I don't know how I forgot. How did I forget? But yeah, I'm just gonna let that be. Man, my Dodgers lost last night. I'll talk about that briefly here to start the show. Blue Jays got the win. I know I rocked the Blue Jays hat a lot, and you've probably never even seen me rock a Dodger hat. But I'm not a Blue Jays fan. I just got a lot of baseball caps, and the Blue Jays cap is one of my favorites. But I'm not a Blue Jays fan. And that's neither here nor there. Blue Jays got game one. I did tell you all when the playoffs started, I'm talking about the wild card round. I said the Blue Jays look like they're the best team in the league so far, and they could take this thing. And but I still hope the Dodgers go back to back because I like the Dodgers, and they won me quite a few parlays in the past. And last but not least, they can hit their asses off like nobody. And but their bullpen, when they lose games, it's because of their pitching. They struggle, and they struggled last night. So yeah, they lost last night thanks to a 9-run inning in the sixth, I believe, the bottom of the sixth or the fifth or the sixth inning, where they just ran away, scored 9 unanswered after the Dodgers got up to a 2-0 start. And yeah, they blew them out 11-4, game one in Toronto. When I saw Drake at the game, I just knew the Blue Jays are cursed. They're not going to do it. But then they did it. So don't know how much money Drake won, but I'm sure he had a bet on it. Anyway, game 2 is tonight in Toronto. We'll see how it goes. Dodgers at the Blue Jays tonight. Man, who's pitching, man? It's the Japanese, I believe, that's going to be pitching tonight. I can't think of his name. Not Otani, but the one that starts with a Y. I can't say his name. He's okay. He has his good nights and he has his bad nights. So I'm not sure, man. And I'm thinking the Dodgers will tie this series up at 1. They need to steal this one before going back to LA. But because I think they face an uphill battle if they go back home facing an 0-2 deficit. But yeah, anyway, Dodgers lose. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. I know there's a lot of Blue Jay fans on TikTok that come in. I'm about to talk about the 49ers and the Houston Texans. Cameron, he said, what's up, man? Bang, bang. Hope they get the W tomorrow in Houston. Thoughts on the 49ers trading Lenore to the Rams? That's something different I haven't heard before. Rams tapes. Thank you for your comment. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on that. Damn, I haven't heard that one, but look, Diamador Lenore has not been playing like a CB1, in my opinion, this season. Not at all. So if he gets traded, I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't probably want him to go to the Rams, but the way he's been playing, that would probably mean more receiving yards for our receivers. But that is definitely interesting there. What's up, John Henry? Thank you for joining as well. Rams tapes. Thank you for liking, John Henry. No, I need more than a 7th round pick, though, because we paid Diamador Lenore pretty good money. And he's not earning it, in my opinion. I need more than that, though. Thank you, John Henry. Colonel, Jacob Rodriguez. Thank you all for joining me on the Great Debate Show. That's your favorite Unk. And as always, I got something to say. Let me speak to my TikTok people. And OCCG got me right, corrected me here. It's Yamamoto. That's right. That's who's pitching tonight. Yamamoto throws a lot of those, not the curveball pitch. One of his favorites is it's a difficult pitch, but it also, he gets lucky with some of them. But when they hit it, they knock it out of the park. It's not a curveball. I can't think of what I'm trying to say right now. But Yamamoto is all right. But I think he's kind of better when he's closing versus just we need him for 6 innings. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about tonight either. I kind of thought we'd steal game one. Now the chips are down. We'll see what happens. What's up to everybody on YouTube again? Nani Skylo. Who do you like more, Steph Curry or LeBron James? Used to be LeBron. These days, I'm going to say Steph. I like them both, though, man. They're legends. They're Hall of Famers. And they did a lot for this game of basketball. Thank you for liking my videos. Also, Nani Skylo, I hope I'm saying that right. And hello to you. Hello to everybody, all my nieces and nephews. It's your favorite Unc. It's a super sensational Saturday, and I hope y'all are having a good one. It's lovely weather here in Memphis, Tennessee, and not a lot of crime going on right now. I want to thank everybody who's here, who's kind of like keeping all the YNs inside the house and not coming out with their AR-15s and their Dracos. It's been very, very, very pleasant for the past month, to say the least. And it's a beautiful 65-degree day, partly cloudy, partly sunny, wind blowing a little bit. I love it. Man, I love the fall, especially when it feels like the fall. What's up to OCCG, my guy? He says the Dodgers will be fine. They just had one bad inning. They'll probably still win. It was a bad inning. Boy, was it bad. That's usually what they do to the opponents. But you're right. It was just one bad inning, and I hope you're right. There goes my guy, Jake. Where the hell have you been? He said, hey, man, it's been a while. Sorry about that. I watched all of your videos that you put out there. I appreciate that because I sure have put out a lot since the last time I saw you. The last time I saw you, your Panthers were under 500, and now you're a game above 500 at 4-3. Who knew? Well, I think I kind of did. I got a report right now saying that the Steelers want Rodgers to come back next season. There's no guarantee that he will retire, even though this was supposed to be probably his last year. But if this keeps going the way it's going and we still got 8-9 more games to go, he could come back. Do you all think Aaron Rodgers should come back for another year in Pittsburgh? Thank you, Jake, for coming back, though, to the Great Debate Show. Y'all, I encourage you all to watch the videos on the YouTube channel. There's tons of videos under the video and live section. And all of the shorts. Make sure you catch those shorts out. Give it a click, give it a like, and subscribe. Also, follow the Great Debate Show on TikTok and on all social media platforms. I'm live right now on TikTok and YouTube, trying to get everybody back because the notifications have kind of been missing some people when I went over to my StreamYard software, and everybody's been telling me, Unc, I haven't saw you in a couple of weeks. I thought you quit. I didn't know what happened. I'm like, no, I've still been recording every day. So there's tons of episodes that I think some of you all have been missing. To my TikTok viewers, the YouTube link is in the description right here. And some of those videos are up on my TikTok profile. The only ones that are not is because they went over 60 minutes. I didn't know. Now I know to just keep this stuff under 60 minutes. Okay, but you can come back to the YouTube channel and check it out. Thank you again, Jake, OCCG. Before we start, I got Wemby as MVP and DPOY. Well, I have him as DPOY. I said that earlier this week when I dropped an episode that somebody probably didn't watch. A lot of you probably missed it because it wasn't a live stream. And I need you all to watch that content, whether it's live stream or just a regular upload. I gave you every prediction from the NBA to the NBA season, to the playoffs, to the finals, and all of the MVP awards. And yes, I have Wemby as DPOY. My question that I got for you all is Wemby the best in the world? I mean, they've gotten out to a great start, just 2 games, not trying to overreact, but the Spurs look a lot better than what people thought the Spurs were going to be. A lot of us was wondering, would the Spurs be a playoff team? Would they get into that 8th seed, 7th seed maybe, or would they be on the outside looking in? Would they be more of a play-in team? Because there's so much talent and the West is so deep. We've got the Rockets. We've got, of course, the Thunder. We've got the Warriors and the Lakers, and we think we've got the Mavericks. I'm going to talk about them in a moment. But the question has been, what about the Spurs? What about the Spurs? I'm kind of feeling a little bad right now because even though I have Wemby as DPOY for this season, y'all got to go back and check the episode out. I won't tell on it. I won't tell you where I have them ranked, but I don't think that they would be this good. Man, they look good. Offensively, defensively, good spacing on the floor. Wemby is doing the things that we said he needed to do, and he's doing it. He put on a few more pounds. He's playing with his back against the basket, his back to the basket. He's posting up a little bit more. Good footwork, good skill set that we see in the post now. And a lot of it is because he trained with Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon during this offseason. That was good too. And I mean, like Olajuwon, as I was telling you all yesterday, he's like my favorite center of all time. Since I've been watching basketball, I've never watched a big better than him. That's just my opinion. Offense, defense, post game, the skill set, the footwork, passing, defending, blocking, can shoot the three. I didn't see anybody better than Hakeem Olajuwon in my time. I know about the Bill Russells and the Wilt Chamberlains and all those guys, but I put Hakeem up there with the best of them, and for Wemby to go work with him, and it's showing already in the first 2 games of this season. The Spurs look good, y'all. He had 9 blocks last night, and I know Zion got a few posters on him, but both of those, it was not like he was standing there waiting. He went up for the block, and Zion just went over him. He was coming down, didn't get the rebound. It came back up to Zion, and he just came down, and he was like turned sideways, not even really getting out of the way, but call it what you want to call it. Wemby had 9 blocks last night. He had a lot more the night before that. He's getting his points. He's getting his assists. He got a 40 burger on game 1. I think he had like 29, 30 last night and 11. Almost a triple-double. 29, 11, and 9 blocks. One more block, he would have had a triple-double. Not with assists, but with blocks. And everybody around him looks good. Vassell, everybody. And the bad part about it is, ladies and gentlemen, De'Aaron Fox is still out. He ain't even made his return yet. I don't know, y'all. The Spurs look very good, and the Mavericks look kind of bad. They got blew out by the Spurs opening night. They got beat again last night. They were getting blown out, and then they came back, but they still lost. The Mavericks just don't look like the team that I thought they would be. I know that Cooper Flagg is a rookie. Some people have told me he's mid. I say it's too soon to react or overreact, so I'm not going to do that right now. I got a new thing that I'm going to start up coming Monday after this NFL season. After this NFL weekend finishes. We're going to do react or relax. And this is a moment right now where I kind of wonder, should we be reacting or relaxing to the Dallas Mavericks? They're not looking good, but the Spurs are looking dominant. The Dubs have won their first couple of games. The Lakers looked better last night. I told you all that Luka will probably be an MVP. He'll definitely be an MVP candidate. Thank y'all for hitting that like button on YouTube. Thank you for the people on TikTok. Please, y'all, give me the likes. Give me the roses, the flowers, whatever you got. I'll take it on TikTok. And, yeah. The Spurs look great. The Mavs don't look so great. And the Lakers look better last night. At first, I told you all Luka will be an MVP candidate, but Luka is going to have to score 40 every night. Well, he is. He scored 40 game 1, even though it was a loss to the Warriors. And he scored 49 last night in a win versus the Timberwolves. Y'all, as much as I love Anthony Thompson, where did I get that from? As much as I love Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man, he progressed. He's playing with his back to the basket. He's playing post-game fadeaway like MJ. I like it. But the Timberwolves just don't have enough, it doesn't seem like it. I worried about that. Mike Conley is taken out of the starting lineup. I'm okay with that. But it ain't really like they're getting any better because of it. They still don't defend as good as I would like. They let Luka put up a 50 burger. Sometimes you're going to let him get his points and just stop everybody else. But the Timberwolves didn't stop Luka or everybody else. Rui Hachimura had a good game. You know what you're going to get from Gabe Vincent when he's open in that corner, or even if he's not open in the corner. They got DeAndre Ayton going last night. Block shots, a few pick and pops, alley-oop, dunk. He just needs to get his hand on the ball and get some dunks. I wasn't too high on DeAndre Ayton, I'm going to be honest. But again, this was against the Timberwolves, a team that I barely have making the playoffs. I probably should be taking them out and putting the Spurs in there. That might have been a mistake there. But I just expect for Ant-Man to be very aggressive and very big this year, very huge, like Luka is with the Lakers until LeBron comes back. They ain't missing a beat too much, though, without LeBron from what I saw. And if you're telling me LeBron's coming back mid-November, maybe the Lakers will be better than what I thought. I just looked around and said, what have the Lakers did other than add DeAndre Ayton? They ain't really added anything. Am I supposed to expect these guys to get better? Well, that's where you got to give credit to coaching. J.J. Redick, he said, hey, man, we're going to swarm Anthony Edwards last night and make him get rid of the ball. We don't play the best one-on-one defense, so we'll just trap. And they swarmed Edwards. They swarmed, damn, come on, y'all, help me out. What's his name? The other one, the other good one. I guess he's like their number 2 now in Minnesota. Former Nick. And I can't, Zach, damn. Man, I can't say his name. I'm having a brain freeze this morning, y'all. I'm sorry. But you know who I mean, that other guy. They swarmed him too, and it was just like, okay, what the hell? They don't have anything else. DiVincenzo, he was all right. He got off to a good start, and then everybody got cold. Now, I do like what I'm seeing from Jaden McDaniels. He's playing better offensively. He's getting his hands on the rock a little bit more, but I don't know. Sometimes I kind of question Chris Finch. Is he really a good coach or not? He's a defensive guy, but sometimes they struggle to put points up. Zach Randolph. I mean, not Zach Randolph. He's a that's my former Grizzly. Randall. Julius Randall. Thank you, that guy. Damn. Okay, enough about basketball. I just wanted to speak my piece. The Warriors look good. No surprise. They're not as old as people want to say they are. The Spurs look very good. To me, that is kind of a surprise, even though I know Wemby's that dude. I didn't know he was going to be like the best in the world. He looks like he's the best in the world. Do you all agree? I'm about to read your comments and let's talk about that. And the Knicks look good. They won their first couple of games. The Rockets have not won yet. They're 0-2. They lost last night at home to the Pistons. I'm big on the Pistons this year too. My Grizzlies got tore up bad last night here in Memphis to the Miami Heat. Now, the Miami Heat is a team that people are sleeping on. Check it out. I got them in the postseason. Some people think that they're not going to make the playoffs. I don't. I think I have them as a 7th or 8th seed, and they beat the brakes off my Grizzlies last night. I mean, damn, did y'all not play? I don't know. I missed that game. But by the time I got home and checked it out, they were down by 33. So the Grizzlies, I never said they were going to be good this year, though. They kind of hit the reset button, and they may need to just rebuild it all the way around. If they can't figure out a way to win with Ja and Triple J, I may have to start getting on board with some of these other fans who were saying, man, just trade Ja, just trade Triple J and start over. But you know they're not going to sell tickets if they get rid of Ja, and that's why they're trying to hold on to him. And he doesn't want to leave either, but, man, they're not competitive. That was not competitive last night at all. They barely beat the Pelicans the first night, and they got blew out by the Heat. The Pelicans put up a better game against the Spurs, even though we beat the Pelicans, but the Spurs still beat the Pelicans last night. Is Zion going to play most of this season? That's another thing we got to ask for. Why is Houston favored? They are 2.5. I know, Matthew. Let me get to the NFL stuff, man. I got something to say about that. And remember what I told y'all about these games and everything being rigged? Thank you for the fire emojis, crazy pranksters. I appreciate that. Thank you. Remember what I told y'all? Remember what I told y'all, Yeager, about how this shit ain't real and they're gambling? And you see what's going on right now with Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. You see it, right? The only problem I have with that, though, with those guys getting busted, they say it's a mafia-linked, a mass mafia-linked gambling probe. Well, how come we see Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and Damon Jones, but we don't see the mafia? Show their faces and arrest their asses. Huh? Why don't we see the mafia? It's because they probably don't look like us. And they like to just show you us as if we're the only ones committing these crimes. But anyway, I could care less about a damn poker game or some betting. The Epstein files would be more interesting to me, but that's just me. That's neither here nor there. Let me move on. NBA looks good. It's getting off to a great start. Did you see how Luka and Anthony Edwards was going at it in the first and second quarter? That was amazing. That was amazing. Austin Reeves, DiVincenzo, that shit was fire for a minute, and then the Lakers just kind of ran away from them, though. Luka had 32 points in the first half. Yeah, the boy's bad, no doubt about it. And the Mavericks ain't making me look good right now, even though I told Maverick fans you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're going to win that championship before the Lakers. I don't know how. I don't know. Mavs don't look good right now, man. But it's just 2 games. The NBA is more entertaining than the NFL. Never thought I would say that, but the NFL has been boring for the past couple of weeks. Mainly because a lot of people are out, mostly the stars, especially all the 49ers stars. But it's just been boring. Thursday night was boring. I was watching basketball. Last night, let me see. What else? Last Sunday game. All the Sunday games boring. I was watching baseball. Like, if I'm watching basketball and baseball, sports that I never really watched until after February, that says a lot. It says a lot. Okay, y'all, let's get to the football picks. I got some questions to answer. Some people asked me about the Niners and the Texans. Why are the Texans favored 2.5? I'm going to tell you why. It's real simple. Real simple. Norman Paul, thank you for joining me. He says, I'm listening. Thank you, brother. That guy Yeager, yeah, the Heat beat the hell out of the Grizzlies. They did. I think the Mafia did get arrested. Well, why they didn't tell us, CG? I haven't heard anything about them. They only told us Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier have been arrested. They didn't say the Mafia got arrested, though. YZ. Is he being sarcastic there, he or she? Let's see here. What else I got? Our house, Andrew Wiggins looking for Miami. Now, I said he was going to be fine. I said that, look here, this is their Jimmy Butler replacement. And maybe he just needed a change of scenery. He looks good. The Clippers looked good last night. I missed the Clippers. Who did they play? Arnell, my Texans are cooked. Magic Johnson, where you been, man? Yeah, I'm about to talk football right now. Do you feel the Texans could be a trap game? Yes, I do. And I'm going to tell you why. Julius Randle, DiVincenzo, yeah, we got past that. Do you watch college football? I do, Magic. And I'm trying to hurry up and finish this episode so I can watch Ole Miss and Oklahoma. If you have 9 blocks in a game, it don't matter if you get dunked on. I agree with that, CG. I still have 40-year-old Bron over Wemby. I hear you. Oh, you mean it's the best in the world? Okay. His rookie year just started. Do you think Cooper Flag might be a flop? Yeah, it did just start. I'm with you. I'm with you, Yeager. But to answer your question, Adamola, no, I don't think he's a flop. I just think Jason Kidd's got to get it together with his coaching. Utilize him a lot better than what he's done these first couple of games. Do you know who the starting quarterback is for the Panthers? Of course I do. Hold on, Bryce Young's not playing? Oh, Bryce Young isn't playing. Bryce Young is out this week. That sucks. No, tell me who the starting quarterback is. I believe it's... Do y'all still got Andy Dalton? Do you hate the Dallas Cowboys? I do not, Alberto. I'm actually from India. Well, thank you for joining me, Nani. Skylo, coming from India. We got India up in this bitch. Okay, y'all. Just wanted to catch up on those questions. And I think I have got the comments caught up. Magic says my fantasy football team is screwed. Well, I think it's because we don't know who is in the Mafia, but we know an NBA vet and a head coach. Well, let's get to know who the Mafia is. How about that, CG? Let's get to know. I'll just leave it at that. I think the people that know where I'm coming from know where I'm coming from. And what's understood doesn't have to be explained. I hear you, CG, and I sure you mean no harm. But yeah, I know why they're not showing us the Mafia. I know exactly why they're not showing us the Mafia. And I don't think they made any arrests. I ain't read that at all. But they run shit. They run shit. And usually nothing ever happens to them. There is proof. I know why they're not showing you the Mafia, because they look like the cast of The Sopranos. That's why. Okay, y'all, let's get to the NFL stuff, man. I can't believe our 49ers are 5-2 with a preseason roster, man. It is a preseason roster in the Diamond. Darrell fan, thank you for joining me. Also, Les Me 1975, Daniel Paul, thank you. He said, "What's up, G? You start Mason, Tyler, Huntler." Okay, Brady. He's talking fantasy. Luca cooked the Timberwolves. He did, Dre. Oh man, he did. I know you like that, don't you, Mr. LA? I got a question. What's your question, Diamond? Clippers beat the hell out of the Suns. It was the Suns. Okay, gotcha. The Suns are going to be terrible though, and I wish they trade Devin Booker. He needs to get traded, man. He needs to get traded. Memphis would be fine, but yeah, right. I know it will never happen. We got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, Diamond. Okay, you're a Sacramento Kings fan. That doesn't sound like a bad roster right there either, man. I didn't know Dennis Schroeder was over there. I forgot Zach LaVine was there, and DeRozan is still a King. Westbrook just signed. Who's your big, though? Because you lost Valanciunas. He's now a Denver Nugget. Who's your bigs? Because everybody's going big now in the NBA. They found out last year in the postseason this small ball stuff ain't working. I miss Lamar playing football. Yeah, well, Lamar's not playing Sunday either. I got some news for you. Luka is a problem. What's up, South Boy? 315. You won't see the Mafia because it's the Mafia. Yeah, but, I mean, just come out and say why. What does that mean, South Boy? Because it's the Mafia. You're right, but it's because they look like the cast of The Sopranos. And they don't want to show that. CMC need pop off again, man. Hey, do you agree Sacramento has a good squad? I kind of do after reading what you just text there. That is a good squad. At least it sounds like it to me. But I need to know what their front court looks like. He is our king. He hit the game winner yesterday. Who did, Diamond? Which one? LaVine? I know it wasn't Russell Westbrook, was it? Sorry, y'all, Eagles, says Daniel. Okay, y'all, let's talk about it. Oh, Sabonis. Okay, Sabonis is still nice. I forgot about him. Yeah, you still got Sabonis. That's right. That's right. You know what, man? The Kings are not that bad. Not at all. What's up with the Mavericks, though? I was very high on the Mavericks. Like, that's my crush in the West Coast. The Mavericks and the Rockets if they had a true point guard. But damn, not looking good. They played the Suns. I think it's Andy Dalton. Yeah, I think it is too. Damn, Panthers. They got Buffalo coming into town. Carolina is undefeated at home, but I'm not going to lie. It's not like Bryce Young has been really lighting defenses up. He's been up and down. It's been the running game with Rico Dowdle, surprisingly to some people, and the defense is better than what people think in Carolina. I hope you guys can get that game, though, Jake. I really do if you're still here with us. Okay, let's talk about these NFL games, y'all. Yeah, the Wizards is who upset the Mavericks, and that's why I'm so disappointed. It was the Wizards. Kashawn George scored 34 points. He was 7 of 9 from behind the three to keep Dallas winless. Damn. Did you hear the 49er news? According to 49er 24/7, breaking news was that yesterday, and I'm tired of hearing this. Let's just do it. Let's just get it over with. Breaking news is that the 49ers are working the phones and aggressively pursuing an edge rusher. Yeah, so are the Dallas Cowboys. So are the Philadelphia Eagles. So are a lot of teams are looking for edge rushers. There's about a good 6 or 7 other teams looking for the same thing. So you got to understand that the people who are going to sell, it's not going to be easy. They're going to overprice because they know everybody is desperate. And nobody is more desperate than the 49ers when it comes to needing to acquire some of this talent. Okay. Yeah, so the Wizards beat the Mavericks last night, 117-107. The Pistons beat the Rockets 115-111. The Pistons are 1-1. The Rockets are 0-2. The Spurs beat the Pelicans on the road. They're now 2-0. Pelicans 0-2. The Heat killed my Grizzlies yesterday. I smashed them 146-114. The Cavs beat the Nets 131-124. The Nets are probably going to get the number 1 pick this year. The Celtics hung in there, put up a good fight at the Madison Square Garden, but they lose to the Knicks 95-105. The Knicks are 2-0. The Hawks beat the Magic on the road. I'm big on both of those two in the East. I kind of think the Magic will be better, but the Magic lost by 4 last night, and both teams are 1-1. The Milwaukee Bucks got a win last night. They're 2-0 as they beat the Raptors 122-116. Somebody was asked in Milwaukee how do they feel about the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors, and they said that it's not phasing them at all. They're here to win games, so we'll see how that plays out. Okay, I told you about the Blue Jays, how they beat the Dodgers last night with a 9-run inning that powered them to an 11-4 win over the Dodgers. Luka dropped 49 last night, the first Laker ever to start the season with 2 consecutive 40-plus point games. Can anybody say MVP? But then again, that damn Wemby. Have we ever had somebody be DPOY and MVP? Wemby could do that. The Ravens said they were optimistic about Lamar Jackson returning. He would be a game-time decision. That's what I heard this morning, and then about an hour later, they said he's out. No Lamar Jackson tomorrow for the Ravens. That officially says their season is over, and Lamar has shut it down. Sad, sad situation. I'm going to talk about him in a moment. And Penix is expected to be out tomorrow versus the Dolphins. The Atlanta Falcons quarterback is having a knee injury that he suffered Sunday night against my 49ers, and Kirk Cousins is likely to get his first start of the season. The Texans head coach, Texas Longhorns, their head coach Sarkisian is eyeing an NFL opening. It's reported that he's interested in the Tennessee Titan job and other vacancies around the league. That's according to The Athletic. The Jaguars are willing to trade a wide receiver. The Jaguars, Jacksonville, listening to calls for Brian Thomas Jr. That's according to The Athletic. He's trash from what I see. Those guys are not helping Trevor Lawrence out at all. I know I'm very critical of Trevor Lawrence and the money that he gets paid, but I'm telling y'all, from what I've been seeing, that dude ain't all that. He'll make a play and then he'll drop some passes. He'll make a play and then he'll drop some passes. Don't want to get hit, scared to run across the middle of the field. Travis Hunter has been the only one trying, and he's just like that jack of all trades. He can play offense and defense, but he ain't really great at neither one. Kind of like Ohtani. But I digress. The Cowboys are looking for defensive end and linebacker help. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's looking for an edge rusher, Mr. John Lynch. Dallas has called most of the NFL for an impact player ahead of the trade deadline, which is coming up November the 4th. And right now, the top 15 SEC showdown, Ole Miss and Oklahoma going on right now. Alabama and South Carolina a little later this afternoon. Texas A&M and LSU tonight. That's a hell of a triple header. I'm ready to watch some college football, so let me hurry up and wrap this up. Lamar Jackson is ruled out. Tyler Huntley will play tomorrow versus the Bears. So if anybody thought the Ravens would upset the Bears, think again. The Bears look like they could actually go 5 straight and move to 5-3. All right, let's talk about the NFL picks now. All right, and then I'll come back and we'll chop it up. For the people first that asked me about Big Blue, we talking college? Go Michigan. Okay. Lakers still is it still LeBron team or is it Luka's? Oh, it's Luka's team now. It's Luka's team, hands down. LeBron's on his way out. We knew that Luka was there to be the next star and give you that showtime, as Magic would always say. Showtime, baby, showtime. And now when he leaves, whenever that is, they're comfortable because they know we're going to still sell tickets for the next 10 years or 8 to 10 years or so. Okay, y'all, we got the Vikings and the Chargers out of the way. The Vikings, I asked you all yesterday, did the Vikings make a mistake by letting Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold out of the building, not signing Aaron Rodgers, going with J.J. McCarthy, the young rookie, second year, but I still say rookie quarterback. Now he's hurt. He may come back next week, but Carson Wentz has been up and down, mostly down, and they lost, got their ass kicked by the Chargers. Moving on. We've got the Dolphins and the Falcons. We've got the Bears and Ravens, Jets, Bengals, Bills at Panthers, 49ers at Texans, Browns at Patriots, Giants, Eagles, Buccaneers, Saints, Titans at Colts, Cowboys at Broncos. That's going to be a good one. You'd be surprised to see what I got on that. And then Sunday night, Packers, Steelers. Boy, the only thing that is that would be more entertaining and more intriguing is if that game was at Lambeau Field, but it's in Pittsburgh. Okay, and then Monday night we got Washington and Kansas City. That game is not going to be as interesting either because we already know Jayden Daniels is out. and it's going to be Marcus Mariota versus Patrick Mahomes on Monday Night Football. Okay, so now Atlanta and Minnesota, I just told you, while Penix is not playing, so it's going to be Kirk Cousins. And even though that game is in Atlanta, the Dolphins suck. Nobody's picking the Dolphins to win anything, and I won't pick them to win this either. I'm not saying they won't, but if Tua's going to be the quarterback, I'm going to still say they're losing. And maybe Kirk Cousins can get his first win. Maybe he can win his first start of the season. I think the Falcons bounce back after that game. I know they're switching quarterbacks, but even though he'll probably be a Charlie check down, dink and dunk type of quarterback, they'll probably keep it safe with the play calling. And Bijan Robinson would probably just run wild on the Miami Dolphins. All right, now I'm about to leave TikTok. I'm about to leave YouTube. I'm losing people. Why am I losing people? You wanted to talk football, or did you not want me to talk football? I'm about to talk football. Come on back, or I'm going to shut it down. Where did y'all go? Bears, Ravens. Again, give me the Falcons over the Dolphins. Bears, Ravens. Man, Lamar's out. So I guess the Bears are going to win their 5th straight game. That will be the first time that's happened since 2018. Matt Nagy was their coach then. They must have had a pretty good year in 2018. And it just went downhill from there. Was it Matt Nagy or was it Mitchell Trubisky? I don't know. Give me the Bears to win that game on the road since Lamar is not playing. And this means that the Ravens will go 1-6 and their season is over. And the one thing I want to say about Lamar before I move on to these other games, Lamar, I'm disappointed in you, brother. I hope that you're really, really, really injured, because I just thought that, you were only going to miss a game or two. And now I think this is like your 3rd or 4th game that you're going to miss straight consecutively. And I think y'all had a chance to actually come back, from that 4 games under 500 hole that you all are sitting in. That team is offensively good enough to still come back. Yeah, they would have to put up 30, 40 points every Sunday because the defense is injured and overrated, but the offense is good enough to win games. And you're not coming back. So if you lose this game and go 1-6, that just gives them more reason to say, well, we're out of the playoff contention now. We can't come back from this. I'm done. So he's pretty much shutting it down for the season. That's what this shows. That's what this says. That's what it tells me. And I'm very disappointed. Now, if he's really injured, ain't nothing I can say to that. But we don't know. But this is saving John Harbaugh's job, too. If the whole band was together playing and they were still losing, that would say that Harbaugh, you don't know how to win with a good offense like this? Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, you're fired. This is going to save his job now, because his main attraction, his superstar, the best football player in the world, is out. Now Bijan Robinson is the best player in the world because Lamar's out. Give me the Bears. And I like them going 5-3. The Jets and the Bengals. This is an easy one right here for Mr. Flacco and the Bengals. And they're going to keep feeding Jamar Chase. And I don't think Sauce Gardner or anybody can do a damn thing about it. I'm taking the Bengals to win. And, the Jets will go 0-8. And we're going to hear, with the first pick of the NFL draft, the New York Jets select. And you all tell me, who should that be? Bills, Panthers. Y'all, I ain't going to lie. Before the Bryce Young news came out that he wasn't playing, I was ready to pick the Panthers to upset Buffalo. Yes, I know Buffalo's coming off of a bye week. Yes, I know Buffalo has lost 2 straight already. Well, I was going to pick them to lose 3 straight. And I see some Jay Cargill comments that I'm going to read. 1 second, Yeager. Please bear with me. The Ravens are a huge disappointment. What's up to VUS95? How you doing, man? Thank you. Bodkin Bogdanovic. Who is that, and what are we praying for him for? What happened? Please enlighten me on that. But yeah, back to this. I was going to pick the Panthers, y'all, for the upset. Not going to lie. But yeah, Buffalo probably wins this now. I think. Andy Dalton is still serviceable, though, I believe. But I hate for him to win and people question Bryce Young like, we're going to probably let Andy Dalton play another game next week because, hey, we're above 500. We can make the playoffs probably, and we don't want to mess up a good thing here. I hope we don't get to that QB controversy again. But the last time Bryce Young got benched, he came back and he played his ass off. I want to take the Panthers, y'all, because y'all don't know the Panthers defense. Well, some of you do know. Jake Enlighten me. Enlighten the audience. Tell us, Jake, the Panther fan, here on YouTube. Tell everybody on TikTok and YouTube, hey, man, what do you think? Your Panthers defense is pretty solid. J.C. Horn is one of the better corners in the league. He just doesn't get talked about because he's a Panther. And I hate that for him. But I guess I'll go with Buffalo only because I don't know what the make of their quarterback. I'm really not sure if Andy Dalton is starting or not. I don't know who their quarterback is. 49ers and Texans. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Hey, bro, let's talk about the Patriots real quick. How are these guys 5-2? They're coming up next. Let me talk about these 49ers and these Texans first. All right, y'all. The Texans are favored by 2.5. After what we saw from the Houston Texans Monday night in Seattle, some asked the question, why would they be favored to beat the Niners, a team that just beat the Falcons and allowed them to only 10 points, a team that people said, hey, man, the Falcons are on their way. Here they come. Well, maybe because Brock Purdy's out for another game. Well, he's been out for a lot of games. Maybe because Ricky Pearsall's not coming back this week either. Well, he's been out for a lot of games here. This will be his 4th straight. And yeah, Fred Warner was out last week. We were still favored to beat the Falcons just by a little bit, weren't we? Is it because we're on the road? I don't know. What would be the reason? The offensive line looks bad in Houston. Sometimes the quarterback looks bad in Houston. The receivers look terrible in Houston. And the defense is solid, but, man, they get a turnover. They'll get a takeaway every now and then, but they still just let Seattle drive up and down the field on them, and then they would just kind of get lucky and take the ball. And then the offense would do nothing with it. The Houston Texans look bad. So why would they be favored to beat the Niners? I'm surprised they're even betting on them to win, having them as favorites. This is a trap game, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that maybe they would have us favored to win, and then everybody will put their money on us, and we lose. I don't know if they're baiting us into, taking the plus with the Niners still, or they're baiting us to actually say that they know what they're talking about. We better agree with Vegas and pick the Texans. This is how it usually goes, and I'm going to try to hurry it up. I know y'all are ready for me to get the other teams. I'm almost there. I got the Browns and the Patriots next, Mr. Diamond. But look, the Texans got embarrassed, in my opinion, last week. They looked awful. And the 49ers, surprisingly, looked good. The running game, surprisingly, looked like it was back. So this is how they normally do. Remember when I told you all we would beat the Falcons? I didn't break down X's and O's, really. I said it's because the Falcons beat the Buffalo Bills the previous week on Monday Night Football. Everybody's going to be high on Atlanta. And we had just lost to the Buccaneers. Everybody's going to be kind of low on us, down on us. But we're going to beat the Falcons. Same thing with the Giants. Nobody thought they beat the Chargers, and they did. They did. And then the next week, the Giants, didn't they lose the week after that, after they had just beaten the Chargers? It's a week-to-week league, ladies and gentlemen, but they expect us to believe that it's just any given Sunday. BS. That's BS, and y'all know it. I hate to say this, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think the Texans are going to beat my 49ers on tomorrow. It's an early game. We're traveling to the South. Yes, we will take over Houston, as always. We will take over the city as far as the fans go. Bang, bang, Niner gang. And I hope I'm wrong. But I like to be right more than just, bet with my heart. And I'm not really betting on this game anyway. But if I did, I wouldn't make the mistake and bet with my heart or my emotions. And I hope Niner fans don't do that. I've already seen people on Twitter say, man, fuck what y'all talking about. Fuck what Vegas talking about. Niners by 14. Really? Yeah, I doubt it. DeMeco Ryan knows our offense. He knows our defense. They do the same thing we do. Kyle Shanahan knows their offense and defense. We do this. They do the same thing we do. We do the same thing they do. It's the 49ers versus the 49ers. So you would think that Kyle would get the upper hand. But every time a team looks down one week and they go up against a team that looked up, that team that was up is going to go down and the team that was down is going to come up. That's just what they do. And the only way we win this game is if everybody agrees with Vegas and bets Houston, Houston, Houston. So I hope I'm wrong, y'all. But yeah, I'm saying that the 49ers lose this game on the money line if I was to bet. Or I would do what Gabriel Gonzalez is saying right now on TikTok, bet the under on the Niner game. Now, I will say this, though, Gonzalez. If everybody bets under, if everybody thinks that, well, the 49ers don't score a lot of points, the Texans damn sure don't score a lot of points, it does make sense to bet under. Miraculously, watch how this game goes over. It's always going to be the opposite of what you think or what you expect. So if everybody goes left, y'all know Uncle JJ's going right. But I would be more comfortable with betting the over or the under instead of just saying we're going to lose. But I'm not betting on that game anyway. Y'all, I'm sorry. They're not doing this for nothing. Give me the Texans. Now, if it was 1.5, I would probably say this bullshit. They're calling the bluff. The Niners are still winning. But they went up from 1.5 to 2.5 on the point spread, favoring the Texans. I won't be surprised if they get their swagger back against us. Now, if the Texans lose this game, they in trouble. They're already 2-4. So a 2-5, they can't catch the Colts, and they probably won't even catch Jacksonville unless Jacksonville keeps losing. I would say that they're going to have to win this game, go 3-4. We can afford to lose this game, fall to 5-3 before going to New York. But I said we would go 7-2. But man, Vegas, they seem like they're experts. How do they always get this stuff right? I hate to say it. Give me the Texans. I hope I'm wrong. Cleveland, New England. Could this be a trap game for the Patriots? Cleveland coming to town. Dylan Gabriel hadn't really shown much yet. They did win last week, but it was no thanks to him. They had a great running game. The defense got about 2 pick sixes. And I forgot who they played last week. They played the Dolphins. Yeah, the terrible Dolphins. I think they get back to their losing ways. The Patriots are going to win this game. I don't know what the money line or the point spread looks like right now. I'm not looking at that. But I think the Patriots win this game. And I don't really think there's a lot to talk about on that, to be honest with you. Yes, you're right. IU could be back next week, but more than likely week 10, Malik Forrest. Thank you for the comment. Facts. I always go against the public. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm a betting man as well. Okay, Gonzalez. Mikey, what's up, man? How you doing? He says, how are you, man? I'm fine. I feel like the Patriots-Cleveland game could be a trap, honestly. Hey, man, you never know which one of these games will be. It could be, but I think it's the 49ers and the Texans. Even though they're telling you to bet on the Texans, nobody's going to do it. That plus looks too good to not bet on us because we are better than the Texans. So why aren't we going to beat them? Because the gambling is going to say it all. You could be right, but I think the Patriots win this game. The Giants and the Eagles, I think the Eagles win this game. A.J. Brown is out with a hamstring injury. That came from out of nowhere. That got to make you wonder. That has to make you wonder. But the Giants already got an upset win on the Eagles, I think, earlier this year. So I'm going with the Eagles on that one. Buccaneers at the Saints. The Buccaneers got to get back in the win column. They look terrible on Monday night in Detroit. Yes, they're without Mike Evans. Mike Evans could possibly come back, though, before the season ends, but he won't be there tomorrow. I'm going to pick the Buccaneers still to win because the Saints, even though they're better at home, I don't think they're better enough to win this game. Look for Chris Olave and Shaheed Rashid to get traded to another team, maybe like a Buffalo Bills team that's looking for wide receiver help. Give me Tampa Bay. Titans at Colts. This would be a trap of all traps if the Titans found a way to win this game, but I don't think so. Give me the Colts. No need to break that down. Cowboys and Broncos. This is the trap right here, baby. This is it. I think this is going to be one of those weeks where, when you get on social media and you got the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Steelers. And whenever it's a week where the Steelers and the Cowboys lose, 49ers say, bang, bang, we won, and the Cowboys and the Steelers lost. Then there's another week where it goes vice versa. Cowboys win, Niners, Steelers lose, they have their fun. Steelers win, Cowboys, 49ers lose, they have their fun. You get where I'm going? I kind of got the funniest feeling this could be the week the Cowboys are the team that wins, and the Niners could lose, and the Steelers may lose too. I'll get to that next for the Sunday night game. Y'all call me crazy. But I think the Cowboys upset the Broncos on the road at Mile High tomorrow. I think this will be the America's game of the week on Fox. Maybe this game will be on CBS. Who cares? But this is the 4:25 Eastern start, 1:25 p.m. Pacific. The Cowboys are cooking on offense. Dak looks like an MVP candidate, comeback player of the year. Running game looks good. CD's back. Need I say more? Pickens is looking like a number 1 too, like I told y'all he was. He just needed to get away out of Pittsburgh. Now, I did say at some point, Pickens and Dak are going to bump heads. There's only one football to go around. But, yeah, that ain't going to happen just yet. Surtain is a very good corner, but he can't guard both wide receivers at the same time. Bo Nix, I don't care what y'all say. He's okay, but he's not Drake May. He's okay, but in my opinion, he's not Drake May. I see what you're doing, Sean Payton. Your play calling is really trying to hide the flaws that Bo Nix has. He doesn't just let him rip it. He's always calling little screen stuff here, end around stuff there, screen here, dump this, dump that, check this, check down, everywhere, check down. It's just like, let him rip. Let it rip. Open that shit up, spread it out. Let's see some down the field stuff. He doesn't take a lot of shots. I just think that he's covering up the fact that Bo Nix is still not who y'all think he is. And I think that Bo Nix he's all right. And his legs is what, make him a dual threat. That's what makes him a little bit more dangerous. But just look at the play calling. I think Sean Payton knows what he doesn't want us to know. The Cowboys defense is not all that, but the Broncos offense is not all that either. It's been stagnant. You saw what happened last week. They shouldn't even beat the New York Giants. Well, they've got a little bit more competition this week because this is not just Jackson Dart who's on the rise with no receivers, though. This is Dak Prescott who has all the juice and all the firepower. Y'all, I think the Cowboys win this game. If they do, they go over 500 to 4-3-1, and it just gives Jerry Jones more opportunity to say, hey, let me go ahead and shoot my shot. We're going to get Max Crosby, or we're going to go get Trey Hendrickson. I think they're going to get Max Crosby. I still think that's going to happen. I don't care what the Raiders are saying. Give me the Broncos losing at home, and they upset. They beat Philly in Philly. Now I can see them losing to Dallas at home. I know y'all probably don't agree with that, but this is the one game I would bet on right here. I'm taking the Cowboys to upset the Broncos. And now the Packers and the Steelers. And after that, we're going to get into these comments and see what y'all talking about. Packers and Steelers. Aaron Rodgers gets to play his former team for the first time ever. And if he beats this team, I think he will be like the 5th quarterback in the history of NFL to beat all 32 teams in the league. I don't know if he's going to do that or not. The Packers barely beat the Cardinals last week, but you can't really look at that. The Packers have barely won their last few games, but they still only got one loss. But I can't get it off my mind or get it out of my head on how they did not beat the Cowboys. It was a fucking tie. They're going to Pittsburgh where the Steelers are a lot better. Their defense is starting to really pick it up because I wonder where the hell are they? And Aaron Rodgers has been a pleasant surprise. Using their tight ends, Arthur Smith is looking better than what I gave him credit for. The tight ends, he's getting a lot out of the tight ends. The running game is looking better with Gainwell when he's in the backfield. DK Metcalf. I know Seattle's not missing him right now, but he's shining right now in Pittsburgh. So even though I said that the Cowboys could be the team to win while the Niners and the Steelers lose, hell, all 3 of them could win this weekend. Because my Niners are certainly supposed to win. I just don't like how we're not favored. And I got to think about that. I have to take that into consideration, and that's why I'm saying we're losing, even though I hope I'm wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys win, and I think the Steelers somehow, in a close one, I don't think they just blow out the Packers, but I think they can still beat the Packers. Well, reason being, if Micah Parsons doesn't wreak havoc like he did last week, they won't win this game because he had 3 sacks. And it took 3 sacks for them to beat the Arizona Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett. Aaron Rodgers is wiser. He will get rid of the ball quicker. They will call enough plays to try to keep Micah down. And Micah doesn't show up usually in big games like this. And this is a big game. It's not an NFC game, but it's still a big game. This is a team that is what? 4-1? I think they go to 5-1. Give me the Steelers to pull off this victory. I don't know who's favored. I'm not looking at that either right now, but I think the Steelers will win this game. It would be huge if the Packers won. But this is like Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl. This is going to be no different from week 1 when he went to MetLife Stadium to play the Jets. He wanted that game if he didn't get any other game. And this is another game where I think he wants it really, really, really bad, even if he didn't win another one. I like the Steelers winning this one. And so, hey, man, I'm picking the Cowboys and the Steelers, and I'm picking the Niners to lose. I know y'all going to talk y'all shit about me. Let me see what y'all got to say. Monday Night Football, I think the Chiefs beat the Commanders. The end. That's my NFL game picks for Week 8. All right. Colts are looking nice. Yes, they are, Mikey. Oh, hell, I hope the Broncos don't pull the game. Shit, what he did last week against the Giants. I won't be surprised if the Broncos lose this one, man. They shouldn't have won last week. I feel like Dallas wins also, but they got to keep that clock rolling. They can, and they will. How about those Lakers, Unc? I told you. The Raider dropped. What's up, Raider? Yeah, man, your team must have a bye this week. Yeah, the Lakers look good, man. At least Luka does. Last night, surprisingly, everybody around him kind of looked better too, though. That I did not bank on. I thought it would just be Luka. Mikey says they should get Tyler Lockett off Tennessee and put him in Pittsburgh. I think he's already been released, Mikey. I think Tyler Lockett has already been released, but he doesn't have it anymore though. So I don't think people are just going to be looking to pick him up so fast. I'm doing good. I'm blessed to see another day. Woke up super late today. Felt like sleeping in a little. I did the same thing, man. Everybody kind of slept in today. I don't know what it is. I feel like the Patriots could be a trap game. Ain't no way Buffalo losing tomorrow. Well, I didn't say they would, Yeager, but I thought about saying they would. But I went back on that. No Andy Dalton. No Bryce Young. Yeah, and Buffalo's coming off of a bye week. I guess they win this one. But they need wide receiver help, man. And the Panthers got defense. That's a sneaky, sneaky game that I wouldn't bet on. And the Ravens are a huge disappointment, Yeager. I agree with that. Okay, let me get to TikTok. I'm going to take a risk and take the Steelers. I agree with you. I'm taking the Steelers to win this one, too. I just hope it's a good game, though. I hope it's a good game. Yes, we do upset them, says Big Papi or Mora Gang. Man, shut up, Big Papi. I'm about sick of him, man. He trolls me all through the week on TikTok and then talks to me in here like he ain't did shit, like he ain't said nothing. And I'm picking your team to win, and he's still going to send me some crazy shit. I saw you instigating earlier this week. I saw what you sent, man, and I didn't even comment on it, though. But I did laugh at the other video where the Niner fan is at the door, ringing the doorbell saying bang, 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 Niner gang, and then the cowboy girl opens the door with the pit bull and just lets him loose on the dude. Like, damn. That's how y'all feel? Shit. But, yeah, I got your Cowboys winning, Big Papi. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you following, too, man. Is Purdy coming back this year? Says My York 71. You know what? He shouldn't. He probably shouldn't because, those things are just turf toe, whatever you want to call his injury. Those things linger all season long. And what's going to happen is he's going to come back still too soon and he's going to get hurt. And then you won't see him anymore for the rest of the season. But yeah, Purdy's not playing though this week. He's out. Ricky Pearsall. Let me speak on him for a minute though, My York 71. What do y'all think about him, Niner fans? Come on, Niner Empire. Bang, bang, Niner gang. We just found out that he was a true number one receiver, which was a pleasant surprise for me because I didn't know what to think about that brother. And it's all for nothing because we ain't saw this dude in 4 weeks. This will be his 4th straight game that he will miss. Brandon Ayuk is going to come back before Slick Rick. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. Y'all remember that, Martin? Anybody watch the sitcom Martin back in the day? Pretty Ricky? Anyway, Ricky Pearsall is going to be out again. Brandon Ayuk is the good news. They're going to open up his 21-day practice window as early as next week. He could possibly come back week 9, but I'm thinking week 10. Shanahan said that. It's week to week now, so that's good news. I actually thought that he wasn't going to come back at all. Then I started being optimistic, like, well, maybe he'll be back week 12, but He might not come back at all. I'm going to say week 10. Just like we thought Kittle was going to come back week 6. He didn't come back until week 7. I'm going to say if they're saying that he could come back week 9, give it till week 10. What I'm not going to like is that how was BA coming back before Pretty Ricky? Damn, man. What's up, Pearsall? Not really happy with that. It seems like Kyle wasted another first-round pick. Because what difference does it make that you're good if you're not available? We running CMC till injury. You got that right. You said something there, DN Rock 22. Thank you for your comment. What's up to Stephanie Marie? Thank you for joining. Thank you for the gifted badge, My York 71. Big Poppy, Bruno B. I don't think Billups did it. Maybe the poker scandal, but not betting on NBA. Man, that's just a tough situation, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Thank you for the comment, Bruno. Like I said, I just want to see the Mafia. Can I see them? I know why they're not showing us the Mafia. All right, I'm going to head out. Have a good day. Go Niners. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Gabriel Gonzalez and Bruno B and Big Poppy Gang and all of y'all, man. Malik Forrest. Yes, Ayuk is coming back. 0-2. I'm betting the Niners and CMC anytime touchdown every week, no matter what. There he goes, man. Betting with his heart. Betting with his emotions. Hey, man, it's your money, brother. Do you? I can't tell you how to bet 0-2. But I'm not doing it. And you'll think about me tomorrow if we lose that game. But again, y'all, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to lose that game. I promise I don't. I can see us destroying them, but also I don't know if Mac Jones or Purdy is starting. Oh, Diamond, if you haven't left yet, it's going to be Mac Jones. No Brock Purdy. He's out. He may not even make the trip. My problem with the Niners is why is Brock Purdy even practicing? Stop practicing. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Just stay off the damn toe, kick your feet up, and chill, brother. What the hell are we practicing for? Get off your feet. Just kick your feet up and just let Mac Jones do his thing. That's what I say he should be doing. Kick your feet up, bro. But I know what it is. Mac Jones is playing good. I got to hurry up and get back, coach. No. Okay. 4 quarterbacks is the only ones that beat every 32 teams. It was Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady. Interesting. So I was right. I said that Aaron Rodgers could be the 5th quarterback to do so, and I think he will be because I think he beats Green Bay tomorrow. Now, if he goes to Green Bay next year, if he comes back as a Steeler, and he has to – no, he won't play. He wouldn't play Green Bay next year. Aaron Rodgers may be coming back, though. That's the word. Bucks, Colts, Niners, Patriots, great 4-leg parlay, about to win a band, bro. A band tomorrow. Okay, Daniel. He said he's going with the Bucks, the Colts, the Niners, and the Patriots. That doesn't sound bad, but doesn't it seem too realistic? It seems too good to be true, don't you think? Somebody's going to mess that parlay up. And I hate to say it, it's going to be the Niners or the Patriots. And I think it's going to be us. Look at Vegas. Look what they're saying. I think we should trade Max. It sucks to say, but I think we have to sell the farm. Oh, man, I like that. I wish you would do that, Raider Drock. Oh, I pray to God that you do that. Whew. But y'all are saying you're not. We know what that usually means. You're probably going to do it. I think Jerry Jones is the one who's going to give up the picks. It's going to be too good for y'all to resist. I know you'll take 2 firsts for Max Crosby. And I think Jerry Jones is willing to do that. Make everybody forget about this Micah Parsons shit. Okay, y'all, I'm going to watch some college football and get out of here and run some errands and enjoy this beautiful, lovely, good-feeling weather Saturday. What do you think about Mac Jones, says Brody, staff 13? I like him. I think he's decisive in the pocket. I think he's very quick. He gets rid of the ball quicker than Brock. He has a little more zip on his passes than Brock. Stronger arm. Accuracy, it's okay. We don't get to see him throw the ball down the field a whole lot, but it looks pretty good to me. He just doesn't put the offense at risk, at harm too much. I mean, has he thrown a few picks? Yes. Some of it's on him. Some of it's just chemistry with him and the receiver and not practicing a lot because he's got one good leg. I think he's all right. I like him, and I just wish that we had signed him before we paid Brock Purdy. You know, we could have a lot of more money in our salary cap, and we could be spending that on a good offensive line, on some edge rushers, maybe a good corner. You know, but that's just my 2 cents. I'm not saying I hate Brock. I'm just saying that Mac Jones is just as good. Brock is better, but Brock is not a $265 million better than Mac Jones. That's all I'm saying there. What the hell is going on with the Raptors? I believe all this charges, etc. I'm sorry, Mikey, huh? The Raptors? Oh yeah, and the UFC fight, Espinal versus Gain. How y'all like that tonight? Somebody just said something about they wanted Espinal to take a drug test, so everybody's already assuming that he's juicing. 9 times out of 10, they all are. Everybody's cheating, man. Everybody cheats. So, you know. And somebody said something here earlier that I missed. I know Yeager's probably gone now, but that guy Yeager said Jade Cargill turned heel. I don't know if you care or not. Well, it's about damn time. Thank you for telling me that, because yeah, I do care to hear that, but I didn't know. That's interesting. He would do something clever while I'm gone. But man, that's what I don't like about Triple H. He just moves so slow. Everything is such a slow cook for him. You know, he takes all these baby steps. Are you watching Saturday Night Main Event next week? Still Dre laughing because he knows I said to hell with the WWE. He said no WWE. DN Rock said Nebraska gang. What's going on there? I would love for you to get a 10-day contract on First Take. Man, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Do you think I'll make it to 10 days, though? They probably get rid of my ass quick. Me and Stephen A be going at it every day. Man, I appreciate that, man. That says a lot. It means a lot, brother. Thank you for saying that, man. I'm glad I didn't miss that comment. Man, he just gave me some props, man. That's mad props. I sure wish I had that 10-day contract. Man, and I could get more followers and more subs and all of that. I encourage you all to like, share, and subscribe to the Great Debate Show. Share this live stream with others. Let everybody know that you know that like sports. Hey, man, you missing out on some good sports content. This is guy Uncle JJ, man, at the Great Debate Show. And he be cooking sometime, man. You go check him out. I'd appreciate it. And again, Dre, to answer your question, I don't know. I may have to watch Saturday Night's Main Event now. Yeager told me that Jade Cargill turned heel. So you mean to tell me Friday Night Crackdown was good last night? Or knowing Triple H, that's probably the only good thing that happened. I'm not sure. But yeah, one of those girls had to turn heel. I never really bought Jade or Tiffany to be babyface. Oh, wait a minute. Who did she turn heel on? Can anybody tell me that real quick? Jade Cargill? And yeah, Dre, I may watch it if they're going to put the title on Jade. I know a lot of people think that she doesn't deserve it, but a lot of people don't deserve the title. They still get it. That Tiffany Stratton should have had the 300-day title reign either. She's literally had no stories. All she did is come out and say, it's Tiffy time, it's Tiffy time, it's Tiffy time. And we get nothing else. Dragunov is the United States champion. Why? I bet you he has no story. And I bet you he's going to do an open challenge just like Sami Zayn just did. It's not interesting. It's only interesting as if you let it be like 8-10 year gap, like it was when Cena did it and then Sami Zayn did it like years later. If Sami Zayn just did it, why would anybody care about Dragunov doing it? But anyway, what do I know? Mikey said the coach, I heard he had charges. Oh, I did not know that. With the Raptors? Damn. Sarkisian's agent denies the reports that he's interested in the NFL. Yeah, right. He's just trying to get ahead of the game before Texas fires his ass because there were high expectations for the Longhorns this year, right? Right? And they have been out of the top 25 and then they just got back into it. But anyway, Mikey said Jade turned heel. Yes. He didn't know. He said, wait, Jade turned heel, huh? And he said, I believe it was Tiffany. Okay. Mikey didn't watch either. And I don't blame you. But this is just Trips trying to do something to get us back. The ratings are bad. Ernie Perez, 18, said, who's your favorite 49er player right now? Right now? Damn. Right now. Shit. Man, I guess it's still McCaffrey because, I mean, shit, he does every damn thing for us. But he's going to get hurt because Kyle giving him way too many touches. But for now, I'll say it's still CMC. Brandon B said Tiffany. It was Tiffany. Gotcha. So you mean to tell me we're going to get Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the 100th time in the past, 60 days, 90 days or so? This is why nobody's going to respect Jade Cargill's championship victory. Because they're going to say, how many more shots is she going to get? It's almost like he's intentionally doing that on purpose so we won't respect it. And she'll be a transitional champion. And he can say, well, I gave y'all what y'all wanted. Took them long enough. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, Brandon B. Moody, y'all need him back ASAP. Mikey, you got jokes. Oh, yeah, and he can kick now that he's in Chicago. Told y'all this stuff fake, y'all. Mikey says for round 5, this is really going to be the 5th time probably for real, man. That's sad. She should have turned heel when she won the Queen of the Ring. I agree. Y'all, they don't know what they're doing. That's why I stopped watching. They don't know what they're doing. But, man, if she wins the title and they actually make her a good heel, she has a good title reign, and it's not a transitional championship run, maybe I'll come back. But, you know, you got to tell me that they're doing better with Carmelo Hayes, and I'm sure they're not. So until then, it's still a no for me. Thank you for enlightening me on that, Dre. I do appreciate it. What's up to you all? Crispy Steel Dre says Triple H is too predictable and unpredictable all at the same time. And that's bad. You're right, Dre. And that's what makes it so bad. JJ Plays VR says bang bang Niner game. Right back at you, JJ. They don't. It's sad, says Mikey. We love trips. Shh. Yeah, like the hell I do. All right, y'all. I'm going to watch some college football. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Anybody else that's on here that hasn't, please do. It helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Same for you all on TikTok. All right. You got to follow Unc because you never know when Unc may pop back up. So follow The Great Debate Show on all social media platforms. Until we yeet again, y'all be safe out there. Is Jey Uso going to win the World Heavyweight Championship? I don't think so. He was just put in that match so he could take a pin. That's just my opinion. But again, that's predictable too, though. Now, the only way Jey Uso wins that is if Gunther shows up and attacks CM Punk. Don't count that out either now because Gunther does have to come back here at some point. But anyway, it sounds like the Saturday Night Main Event card may actually be shaping up to be pretty good, but I'm still sure it's going to be predictable too. Thoughts on the Grizzlies? Man, we looked pretty bad. Pretty bad last night anyway. I didn't get to see all of it, but when I came in, we were down 33, and I was like, what the hell happened? I may have to go back and watch it on my FanDuel TV, but I'm going to cancel that, baby, if we keep playing games like that. Is Wemby the best player in the world right now? That was my question for everyone. Please leave your answers in the comments on YouTube, and I'm out of here. Monique, thank you for joining me. My name is Jeff and others. Until we meet again, y'all be safe out there. Have a great weekend. Peace.